And then I need to double check that the chat and stuff is working again.
Here, I will go to the stream
Ah,
and say something in the chat.
the craziness, the YouTube, the things. Are we live? I think we're live. We seem to be live. Hello, hello, and welcome back to a +1 extra bonus episode from... I can hear myself echoing. Stop that, phone. Turn the sound off. Diagrams won the Odyssey. We're going to be fighting the boss again because it balked last time, and things broke, and I fell off, and function files went wrong. I'm on a server. There are people here with me. I am in voice chat with Kunii. Hello, Kunii.
Hello.
Hello. Apparently this may or may not have been made slightly harder for me. So that'll be fun.
It'll depend. We'll see how you're doing. If you're winning too quickly.
Because I totally didn't die and fail the last time. Come on then.
I don't think Gizmo's in your head.
Gizmo! Gizmo! Also, this always seems to be a thing. The Discord is stupidly quiet for me. Let me see if I can do anything to fix that real quick. I'll probably make Kunii stupidly loud for me, but sure. Bleh, bleh. Let me just...
I was curious. The action bar was showing up.
Ba-ba-ba-dum-bum. What if I do... It'll make the game sound a lot louder too as well, probably, but maybe that made some kind of a difference, maybe it didn't. We'll see.
That is not at all how you spell visible.
It's still probably a little quiet. I don't know why my OBS does not pick up my Discord very well. But it never does. It never does. Technical difficulties for stream, part 2.
Oh no, he summoned it.
Well,
Alright.
I'll just wander further out the arena for a second.
Yeah.
Any better, people in chat?
I'm gonna have to do a repeating command block that teleports Gizmo to the same spot constantly.
I don't think that's too much better, but hopefully it's a little bit better. Okay. Try again.
I could...
Let's let the dialogue happen. Whoop.
Alright, here we go. Oh no, it's spamming the chat.
But there's a fight. A fight is happening, so that's good. Okay. Get some sweeping attacks in. If I could get him to shoot a couple of his friends, that would be helpful. Switched over to the axe weapon. Kind of want to stick behind those so he shoots them instead of me. Exactly, he's being attacked by his own summons. Very good. And I don't have the offhand bonus that I did last time, because it broke. So we don't have the speed and attack damage. That shouldn't make too much of a difference, hopefully. Oop. Evoker Fangs. Dodge. Strafe. Oh, that's a lot of blazes. That's a few too many blazes. Ah! Where's the boss? I've lost him. Hello? Wally? Where's Wally? I've lost him. I can't see him. Oh, sorry, there might be Americans watching. Waldo. Waldo, I think, in America? Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Well, there goes a few of them.
I'm sorry. That's the funniest thing I've seen.
uh,
I still need to.
I've not played Persona 5 Scramble or the new Breath of the Wild game, but I imagine this is what they feel like, with bazillions of enemies.
There, you only have a few to deal with now.
It seems more reasonable. The entire arena is on fire, but that's fine.
The thing is that if the RNG goes right, it happens again.
The RNG goes wrong, you mean?
Perhaps. I think actually the entire fight is just bored. But you did it. You win.
Hey! Well, I'm still not sure that was fighting him properly, but it was more proper than the last time. On the sliding scale of properness.
It was still.
Alright, okay. Well. That happened.
That was
What are we doing now then? Back to the beginning of the map, wherever that is.
I mean, I'm just gonna kill myself.
That works. Does the trick. Ah, we're back at the spawn. One rectangular room.
Ah, yes, the rectangular room.
The rectangular room.
I have several of these.
Like, the upgrade hub and the teleport room.
The teleport room is a little less rectangular. You gotta give me.
A little.
My other option, I feel like, is to make it circular.
Circles are good. Circles are cool.
Alright, I will.
Spectator.
If the multiplayer starts actually worked. Oh, they did. Alright.
Put you in a different grave.
Is my voice just like non-existent on the stream? That feels bad.
I don't know what Discord even does.
I have to do 13 to 50. Now we can see.
See, for some reason, even though I've turned Discord up stupidly high, OBS is still recording it stupidly quietly, and I don't know what this is. Why? why or how or what. Hopefully
I mean, I
that's...
can turn up my voice if you want.
Yeah, I've turned you up to 200%, so now it's way loud for me, but hey ho.
Ah,
I'll cope with it. Also, we should probably do effect, give everybody night vision. Ding 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 ding. There we go. Much better.
horrors that is
Good.
that.
Yes.
Everything I hide with darkness.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll get you, Gizmo. Alright. So I guess I don't like. I'm not really sure how you want to do this. You have some questions, or
I'm sure I can think of stuff. How long did the map take to make? When did you start building this thing?
I started in 1.8, which I think is where a lot of like those lag spikes come from.
Hmm.
Is chunk wonkiness, and like they've been moved up so many versions.
Yeah.
Um,
I know there are issues transferring up between versions like that. Like even Nova Arcana had some chunk weirdness on the outside where things corrupted and went wrong.
yeah. Well, as long like I mean, if you can at least make out kind of what I mean, I guess I could record this too and see if it's any better. I
I
don't know.
guess. Let me try turning this up even more, but I don't flippin' know. It's OBS. It never records.
Your ears are just gonna be dead.
It's fine. It's fine. Right. So, first area, relatively simple. It's the same room copied a bunch of times and then 3 floors of it, pretty much.
Yes. This is a very bad habit I have. Is I just essentially figure out what I want the gameplay for the area to be, and then extend it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's definitely like noticeable all throughout the map, especially if you fly through it.
Yeah, some of this stuff is
oh,
just possibly old
I mean,
tools and stuff as well, not having the kind of erosion and stuff that we are blessed with 14 edit and stuff in more recent versions of the game.
I mean, I guess fun fact is like the first area used to all be sandstone, which is why if you dig enough, you'll still find some sandstone eventually.
Yeah, I can see the cry boxes. What the heck am I talking about? The honeypots out here are sandstone.
These super ineffective honeypots. Yes.
Yeah.
They really need to be. There's room underneath. Oh, kind of, I guess. But yeah. Intersection also used to be sandstone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not a whole lot changed. I did remove the one oh, you can still see it. Oh, I did not remove it. There's a gravel wall right here on the way up. That's a nice
Hold
little
on.
trap.
Let me get the TP back again. Ah. Hey, yeah, I just ran straight past that one.
Yeah. So one of these blocks is a silver. This is a trap I like to do all the time. I'm revealing my secrets.
A great magician.
Is a silverfish. It should be. Nope, I did not do silverfish apparently. All right, cool. Anyways, one of these, yeah, that one has a piston under it. So I don't do falling sand anymore, but because it's annoying to do, and it doesn't trigger apparently. It used to trigger back in 1.8 when I made this. But
why does that not do that? It should do.
Anyways,
well, breaking it does.
It pushes up the block, and then people panic and explode into, yeah.
Yep.
They have a nice fiery death. I did that a couple times. Actually, no, wait, no, you're gonna play the jam map.
There weren't too many traps in this map.
There were not. I went very trap happy in the jam map.
Oh, good. A bunch of junk in my inventory still.
To the point where I think people kind of started to complain, like in a rendered map. But you know, it's fun.
Why do I keep going in the villager? Get out! I'm trying to check the chains, but I can't do that from here.
The top used to have loot up here. I don't remember if you actually came up here.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it used to have, there was a bunch of loot chests, but then I took them out because when I was retheming all the loot and doing tiers and stuff. Because I guess the most fun fact is that this map has had like, I had a fully working copy that was white to pink with loot and mobs and everything, and I ended up just scrapping all the loot and mobs, and then just continuing. I built the rest of the map and then did all the loot and mobs at the end.
Yeah.
And then I guess I just like completely forgot to come back and add loot up here. So feels bad for everyone who comes up here.
Well, there is a coal drill hidden here, which I never found.
Oh yes.
Behind all these cobwebs.
That's one of the last pieces of like the old loot, because you can it's got the sand.
Yeah, yeah.
The bed trap that's broken.
Bed trap.
Doesn't even blow up if you sleep in it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because then like
yeah,
it's gotta.
The nether biome moved.
Gotta be there. Yeah, that's where it's gotta be.
Yep. The enchanting table I put there, which I never moved again. Right. Orange.
I know, like this. I can't remember what Uncharted Territory area it was that like having that second intersection up top. That's where it comes from. It comes from one of the Uncharted Territories.
I do like having very vertical areas like this. Again, Nova Arcana was very good at doing that a lot, using the verticality.
I think orange is like one of the best areas in the map.
Yeah, orange does that quite well as well, yeah.
I built this area in 4 hours. So I guess it goes to show you that time doesn't always equal quality.
Jam map, jam map, jam map.
Yeah, the mines. I think that like the best part about this area is that there's like kind of different sections to it. Like there's, I guess like there's some tunnels with the emerald. There's some mine shafts. There's some open platforms. And I think it just keeps the area varied enough that it stays interesting.
Yeah, I like the varied terrain like that.
One thing, like I've started like in my newer projects working on making terrain a lot more friendly, because I use voxel sniper most of the time for terrain, and it creates this like rounded circular stuff, which it involves a lot of jumping to get around.
Yeah.
So I've just started like flattening out a lot of stuff. So your spacebar won't die in the next map, hopefully.
It's fine. People like hearing the that.
I'm trying to think if there's any special items you missed. Because I think you got the pickaxe. Although it was a long time ago, so I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about what happened in this area.
Do you have any questions about this area?
It's a giant thing of glowstone. Yep, definitely nothing around there. Not really. It was quite a straightforward area. Kind of ends up being the best source of coal for the entire map, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I just started like I went really loot happy, and I mean, I guess it's great for multiplayer. I mean, yeah,
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, definitely.
You got questions?
I feel like the loot is kind of strange in this map, where some areas like this one have a lot of loot, and then others have hardly any.
I think the only blue has no loot whatsoever except for a special item.
Yeah.
And then brown doesn't have anything. Oh, okay.
And
then red just has loot in the tower.
Yeah.
But those are the areas where it's just kind of weirdly jarring, because those were pretty much all terrain areas.
Okay.
But
Oh, that's way down there. Yeah, sure. Magenta. I think this may be one of my favorite areas.
I've heard that a lot. This is one of the first areas I built in, like, because orange got scrapped and redone, and light blue got scrapped and redone. But this area is the original.
I just really like this platforms thing. I think it always works quite well. Having platforms, as I do pretty much every single gem map without fail, obligatory BSM platform area, and it is this kind of thing.
I think it's this is definitely like the level design over aesthetics thing, because the aesthetics here are not good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my aesthetics in general are not great. They haven't improved a whole lot, but they're pretty rough here. But I think that the level design helps. The Lapis Cave used to have cave spiders in it, if you're curious.
Well, that was over in that's over here, yeah.
I toned the map down in difficulty a lot because, I mean, we already had charged creepers at yellow in the original copy, and I felt that they might just be a little bit too much.
It's fine.
Especially since charged creepers are a different beast past 1.8.
Shield OP. Anyway. This little area with all the chests, bookshelves, the first enchanting table.
My mean copy pasta. Good orange. Well, of course, you just keep turning up the blast radius as you go in the map. By the time you're at black, the blast radius is like 30.
Little dev room up here, Amblypian fire chest plate. I don't think I ever saw that one.
Oh yeah, I never got. I think this is a lot of the old loot. Oh yeah, this is the old loot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't seem too familiar.
So, I guess I just kept it as like a. Oh, the purple lore, it hurts. I don't know
Vitalic
why
lore.
is.
Yeah, it looks weird.
I also used to have titles in all the areas, and then I got lazy and didn't do that. So, I mean, you'll see a couple of these bedrock rooms in the early area. I just came by and triggered them all before I released the map. Because the beta had, like, you walked into yellow and there was just a random title. I got a whole bunch of confused messages about that.
Okay. Light blue. Water area.
The favorite.
The water area.
I still don't know how to make a good water area.
Neither do most people. In all games, ever. It's a very large area.
Mario's pretty good.
Mario's alright. Tunnels, TNT. I think this was the first room where I really noticed all the natural spawns being everywhere. This large one with all the different puddles in it.
I mean, there's like no honeypots here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I kind of figured out how to do honeypots. It's just like rectangles as opposed to spheres.
Pretty much.
Spheres is bad.
It's all about the ground area.
Yeah.
That, or we can now just do it the map reg did it and just turn down the percentage of natural spawns.
That might be the approach I take.
Does the trick.
If it's laggy or not. Hopefully not.
I don't think so. MapReg, I haven't heard any issues with it, and it used that, and it used Cartographer, and it used other stuff. So it should be fine.
all the bosses in the map are, to be honest, way too easy. But I didn't want like the Ragecraft 3. Ooh, big lag spike. The Ragecraft 3 thing where you're like fighting a boss for 15 minutes.
Didn't like some of the Ragecraft 3 bosses because dying and they were so different from the rest of the map that you didn't really have any practice at them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'd never finished that map because the black bosses just utterly consumed my entire stock of storage.
Go right ahead. I can probably answer it, unless it's, can I see a picture of Old Orange? In which case, you cannot. Why are most of the custom mods pretty weak? Like, that's a very good question that I didn't... I think it just has to do with an issue in the balancing. In that I erred on the side of caution when doing a balance pass. I would have rathered the map been too easy than much too hard, because that's what I was more or less going for. But the natural spawns, when they're tougher than the custom ones, it's a bit of a problem.
I'd say this is more on the easier side of map, even though I think I did die a fair few times.
I guess the answer, definitive answer, is the balance is bad. Yeah. I did most of the mob testing. Like, I did it all in a separate world, and I would attack mobs like with either like the armor from the previous area and then weapons from 2 areas before, which is probably not the best way to do it, but again, I wanted to be safe. Because I knew by the time I was doing that, I did not have the motivation to do like a full balance pass of everything. Thankfully, spawner replacements now exist, so it's not a big deal anymore.
The advances that we now have. Anyway, here's the monument. Very large area. Very small monument in the middle of it. Lots of room to make base stuff, though.
Yes. The monument used to be a square, like a rectangle design, but then I kind of realized that you just can't fit it all in a screenshot, so I changed it.
It's a nice looking little monument. It just looks a little bit lost in this giant area to me.
It does. Yeah, the rectangular one certainly filled space a lot better, but was massive.
Mm-hmm.
Because that one had like everything. It had like redstone blocks and lapis, coal, all of them.
So maybe this is just a me thing, but I ended up using the teleporter, even when I changed it to a button, using the teleporter when I didn't mean to use the teleporter and not meaning it when it would have been useful.
Yeah, I guess that's by virtue of where you built your base.
Pretty much.
In terms of the big rectangular room...
Upgrade room.
Depth. There's just not a... Yeah. I wanted to make everything feel big and grand, because I had like just come from playing Ragecraft 3, and then I realized that I do not have that ability to do that. I don't know how Felicia does it.
German efficiency.
Yes. This room was like more of an attempt with like a little bit of depth and some archways and stuff, but it's still just a rectangle that has got some pillars and stuff in it. I think this room looks a lot better than the other one, though.
Yeah, this room looks quite nice. It's just a little bit big for Teleporter Hub, especially when I played MapRec very recently, and that was one tiny little Diversity 3, Diversity 2 size Teleporter Hub. I do like how this one does look, though, despite being a box room. It looks good. It looks good. I like it.
I think the only thing I would change here is that the intersection designs are not clear. I would have definitely added, it says teleport, like teleport to intersection 1 and then the actual name of the intersection, as opposed to what it currently sits as, because I mean, the terracotta's there, but it's still confusing.
I did just notice this down here, which appears to be prototype design for an upgrade room with 3 emerald slots in it.
Oh, no, this is the secret emerald room. I don't know. Did you ever get all of the normal ones in the main room?
I did at the very end.
Okay.
All of the upgrades.
I tried to draw attention to it. Once you get them all, this tunnel opens up, and you can come down here.
Yeah.
This is like the collector's achievement, I guess. I mean, you can read the book. It's super strong. It doubles a bunch of effects.
Figure upgraders for the Seeker has achieved every other upgrade the temple has to offer. Once unlocked, this upgrade doubles the effect of the agility, bloodlust, lifesteal, regeneration, and vitality upgrades. And then emerald. Interesting.
But you need every emerald minus the 2 bonus ones in the map. So yeah.
Yeah.
I did get all the emeralds in my devcom, but with some difficulty at times. Like remembering where I put the one in light blue.
I kind of like this, and I kind of don't like doing it this way, because by the time you've got all the emeralds and unlocked that, okay, hooray, but it's useless. There's none of the map left.
Oh yeah, I would definitely. I should have just moved all the emeralds to. That's like, if anyone was flying around the map and didn't find the dev room, that's how you get to the dev room.
I think maybe that kind of thing might work in a map if you didn't have any emeralds in the final area.
Yeah, that was what I should have done. I should have just taken the 2 from black that you needed. Because if you didn't lose any and you found both the bonus ones, you could have that block by the time you hit black.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to like get both of the emeralds, I don't know if you actually did go and get them.
No.
Okay.
I never went on a collection spree. I need to move through the backlog faster. I haven't got time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't blame you.
Otherwise, they might try, but
yeah.
Moving on.
Yellow. Yellow's another one of the early areas I built.
Crystal trees. Crystals.
I'm actually very curious how far I would have to. I remember posting screenshots of this area. It was probably back in like 2018, because there was a big, like, probably year gap where I just didn't work on this at all. So in terms of overall time, I spent a long time working on this, but in the actual like active mapping, not a lot.
That's probably true with quite a few maps.
Yes, all these creepers up here used to be charged because I was a nice person.
Again, this is an area that uses the verticality quite well. You can see the box from pretty much straight away when you enter. It's a long way to get up there, though.
I've learned this is a poor idea. TJ just rode a waterfall up and got the objective in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that is a problem, though. Then we've got the first of the emeralds that may explode.
Yes. I think he rode a waterfall up and then built over to it. And because the gas spawner didn't work, it was broken from like whenever I placed it. I remember it working at some point. I guess I just didn't check it after, I don't know. I was kind of like pressed for time by the time I was releasing stuff.
my flint and steel.
Oh.
Ugh! Boo! Didn't even blow up the entire thing. Rubbish. Rubbish. I do like the mobs that spawn mobs.
Ah, yeah, I need to do that a lot more. I don't know if like that's a thing Pear does. I haven't even like really looked at what the mobs and stuff can do in Cartographer, but
I think it's a thing that some of them can do, but it's only like preset mobs, obviously. So if you want to make your own things that spawn your own other custom things,
right.
it's something you have to do yourself.
I mean, what I'm probably gonna do for my next project is kind of what Alicia's doing. Is I'll just like take pretty much a lot of the ideas that Pear did. I mean, I'll credit, of course, the Cartographer, but I'll take a lot of the ideas and just tweak them how I want them. Because I've actually learned a lot of command stuff now, so I think I could actually do that. Is the old command block route? Oh, I guess here's a... Down here where this emerald used to be, underwater, there used to be another area here that was like it was going to be another bonus area, but I scrapped that because I ran out of time.
Just jam map things, even though this isn't a jam map. We're running out of time.
Yeah.
Minecart tunnel.
Ah, yes. This also used to drop you into Void, by the way. If
Oh.
you look right below where the minecart ends, you can go down to my signs.
One massive pit. With the smiley faces.
Oh, yes. I wanted to make sure you could read it before you died a horrible death. I eventually got rid of that too because it just felt uncalled for.
Nobody ever actually runs minecart tracks anymore anyway. Well, nobody with sense.
Not after Legendary.
Exactly. Oval intersection.
Ah, yes, the last of the oval intersections. The bonus emerald's here somewhere. Here it is. On this ledge over...
Yeah. This is the one I never found, I don't think. Did I find this in the end? I had trouble with it, definitely.
I think you might have found it.
I think I did in the end, but...
And then there was the iron deposit up in the back here. I wish I did something more with this, but rather it just kind of feels pointless.
Yeah, I guess because you can have the scavenger by this point in the map, so...
Yeah.
Don't really need the excess iron ore.
It was mostly just like, the only reason I kept it instead of just getting rid of it is because there are people who like downtime in a map.
Yeah.
And I guess that kind of offers it.
I feel like there's enough stuff with extra ore and trading and raw materials as well, where the map would be very suitable for a large group of players.
Oh, I left the actual old book here, it would appear. That's interesting.
Yeah, I did notice that at some point. I think when I was taking a screenshot I noticed that. And it's just a copy of the book with less well-formatted text in it.
Yes. That was from... Yeah, that was before I knew what I was even going to do for Gray. I just had that book in there for, like, to make a playable copy. Because I just, like, gave it to Shadow Visions. I'm like, hey, you want to play this?
Ooh. This area has some command blocks.
Bit in the nether. It was a thought in my mind, but I ended up just getting rid of it because it would have meant having, like, including a lot more. Like, the download size is already pretty massive for this map, and it would just meant even more.
That is really clever.
What
Having
is clever?
this beacon go up through this lava so you don't see it in this top section. And yet the room is right underneath.
Wait, let me. I
That
need
is-
to see this.
That is brilliant.
Oh yeah. That's. Yes, some of these waterfalls were very deliberately placed. I was very upset when I discovered that they need to be open to the sky to.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that. That's really good. That's really clever.
Okay.
I didn't even realise that room was directly underneath when I played it. Otherwise, they would have been like, what? How? Little rooms. Keys and doors, keys and doors, keys and doors.
Ah yes. This is before I learned the fix lava command, so I just did like a giant replace lava. Yeah.
There's a little bit of lava-y weirdness, yeah.
Just made like a giant.
And the giant cubes of lava.
Yes. Again, another very rectangular room in the labs.
Rectangular room with lots of verticality there. I really like the design pattern on the floor.
Ah yes, that was just me. Like I was just bored one day, so I was like, let's just do something fun. Ow. And that's what became of it.
Portal is spawning the things. This looks like it might actually be a rather similar system, retrospectively looking at it, as to what it was used in Red to spawn things.
It is exactly. Actually, it is a mirror system. I don't think you stuck around in green too long in that bottom section that connects the three kind of zones.
No, I just kind of ran through that room very, very quickly, yeah.
Yeah, the same thing happens down there. But it is all kind of like, I use this a lot, is that if you fly up to the top of the map, I just essentially have a certain block on a certain Y level and then just test for when the players execute at their position if the block is there, and then do stuff accordingly.
That's cool.
I think KVT taught me that trick.
I know you can do area detection like that with the advancement system as well, quite easily.
But I hate advancements so much.
Advancements can be a pain, though. There's a random chest up here. What is in that random chest?
There is.
Somewhere. If I can find it through the wall again. Couple more blocks out in that direction.
Oh, there is a random chest.
I'm curious as to what is in there.
I'm also curious.
Some books. Some diaries, some notes. Some things. Some reading.
Oh, hold on. I might know what this is.
Large breach creatures that came from the summoning department. I think I did read this book before. It seems familiar.
I think that's the one that's down here.
Drayden Discovery Phalanx.
Okay.
There's a diary that just says invalid book tag. Very nice. Same thing again. Same thing again. Same thing again.
All right. Cool. So essentially, this was a tie-in to Old Orange. Old Orange used to be called, I think it was the Drayden Mining Outpost or something. And I had like an encampment. I was essentially gonna tie in that. That was where like most of them that like species lived, and then if you got here, this was like they just sealed off the lab completely from the rest of. Yeah, I don't know. It was an idea. I just didn't really ever go through with it.
Lore. Lore.
My favorite.
Okay, moving on. I'm trying to move things on fairly quickly because we don't have way too much time. Stream is
Oh,
only
yeah.
a certain length. Pig!
Oh, pink.
Pig! Ice area.
Ice area.
Very big. Again, lots of natural mobs, because huge area.
Ah, yes. The last area I built with MC Edit. Back in 1.12, so I still had the spike brush. The giant spike brush.
Spikes. Everything looks cooler with spikes.
Of course it does.
That's what I have.
Basic hoses at the bottom.
Seasonal skies have taught me this. Gas, gas, gas. Well, it might make it go faster, but it would also probably give me a copyright strike, so let's not. Ragecraft 3 influence with the needing armor to go into certain sub-area.
Ah, yes.
Substitute volcano for ice ravine, and there we go.
Yes, the ice ravine was created by me making a very tall MC Edit brush and just flying for a bit, like in kind of a twisty way. So it kind of negated the need for me to make or to do any erosion, which was nice.
Yeah, this area that looks good.
I don't think you ever found this emerald.
I think I was missing one in this area, yeah. Where are we looking?
Yeah, this is one of the hardest emeralds in the map to find.
No.
Yeah. It like
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have ever found that one.
Oh yeah, TJ did this without the armor, by the way.
TJ, please.
Also, gray is just beyond like the end of this ravine, so we can just fly through to that once we.
Oh yeah, because teleporter. Right.
I think we've almost exhausted most of pink. I mean.
TJ making everybody else look bad. Feels bad.
I think like the walls are probably my favorite part of this area. I think the walls actually look pretty decent, except like some of the erosion is very obvious, but the actual block variation is decent. I would certainly use this again, this block variation. I did in a certain area for a certain map that's coming out very soon. I'm not sure. I haven't played that map, but I feel like I also heard someone else say that.
It's too long ago for me to remember Lime from the Painter, unfortunately. I feel like it's fairly easy to make snow areas look good in this game. There's a lot of blocks that look suitable.
Yeah.
It's probably fairly easy to make fire areas since 1.16 as well. All those kind of blocks.
The hardest areas to make are like just like grassy valleys.
Yeah. Kind of sucks that there's only one kind of grass that looks like grass. Yeah. Podzol doesn't count.
Does not. I'm still an advocate that Minecraft needs to add colored grass and colored leaves.
Pink leaves would be good.
That would open so many possibilities.
Orange leaves. You can kind of do leaves with the new biome stuff now and light maps and things, I think.
Yeah, although they're all kind of dark. I was messing around with it. So if you want like a really bright neon color, you're gonna have to also do resource pack work, and then it's just like you screw with the leaves for the rest of the map.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain.
I think that's it for pink, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm already flying through Lime. Giant castle-y thing from the map thumbnail.
Ah, yes. So this, by the time I was making this, it was about January this year.
Ah, this is a more recent area then.
So, and then like all the areas built after this were built between January and June. At the tower is like the first structure I was kind of proud of, and now in hindsight kind of looks bad.
It looks alright.
It looks okay from the outside. From the inside, it's a rectangle.
This is another box room.
Yes. I need to stop making rooms so big and open. It's very hard to make them look good.
Very vertical bookshelf room. We have another one of the emeralds, that which might explode.
Oh yeah, this is the room that killed TJ's run. He was just doing like a run through the area. He saw glass, so he broke it and just started running into this room without realizing what he was running into. And he had all of the gray crystals with him. And he exploded.
I like that room. That room is very good. Sorry, TJ.
Sorry. Say sorry like a true Canadian.
Sorry.
Did you ever... You opened the locked box, correct?
I did.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crossbow.
Trying to think what other kind of interesting things are there about this area.
Armor chests, teleporters. Well, there is a second boss room down here. End gateway portal thing.
Ah, yes. If you want to go to the end.
If you want to farm a whole bunch of blazes and endermen, and for some reason violate the rules and go to a different dimension. Lovely.
Oh, the 3 mini bosses at the top here all dropped 4 netherwort each.
Cool, yeah.
There was a trade at the monuments for, I can't remember, it was like a late game trade. You could get a offhand that I think gave you like an extra 5 hearts and stuff and some more damage.
Did notice that one.
But you couldn't farm the netherwort and stuff because you needed the lore to match. So that was my little Ragecraft 3 ripoff of the netherwort trade. There's enough potions in this. There's enough potions that you just like do not need to farm at all.
There's always enough potions. There's always too many potions. I always have double chests full of the things, but the end of the map. This boss room, where I just kind of stood in one place and shot the thing over and over again.
Yes, this was the worst boss.
Going for a similar thing to the witch from RC3, I think.
Yep, just executed poorly.
Anything else interesting under here?
The arena would need to be like half the size it is, and force the player to move like RC3 did.
Yeah. To run around and hit pressure plates. I think that worked out very well in that map.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, I'm just like, I need to, instead of like trying not to copy RC3, I should just copy and just like own up to it, because I mean, it's a good map for a reason.
Embrace the lol RC3 copy.
Yeah, I'll do what Crims did.
Okay. There's that area.
Connecting area on the other side of the tower.
Didn't really explore this one too well. I just kind of ran.
Yeah, there's not much of anything here except I think there's a special item somewhere. I don't remember if I ever put it down. I do have one made for it.
I didn't see anything, I don't think.
Kinda looks like it's missing. Nope, it's missing. I never put it down. Sad.
Well, tunnel the area. I like how this intersection looks with all the glowstone on the walls.
Yes, this is the first intersection that I got to, and I'm like, okay, I don't have MC Ed anymore, so time to do something. This was where I kind of taught myself that I can just use voxel sniper and world edit for everything, and I think areas just look better when you can edit them in game and stuff real time.
Yeah, people need to learn that MC edit isn't very useful anymore. People who shall not be named.
light gray is like one of my favorite areas aesthetically.
Oh yeah.
I think the gameplay's not great.
It's just the natural spawns again.
Oh yeah, the honeypots, and because the water makes it
Yeah.
difficult to... And I was a dum-dum, and I chose, oh, let's put underwater caves right beneath stuff. Let's make it extra hard to honeypot.
The intersection pretty much reminds me of Uncharted Territories 3, says the chat.
Trying to think of which intersection.
Again, it has been too long since I played RT3.
Yeah.
RT3? What the heck is RT3? UT3?
Because there was the very small one at the start, then there was the mossy cobble one at number 2, and there was a quartz one at number 3, I think. So I don't remember what the last one was like, or the last 2.
We have the compass and lodestone mechanic before lodestones are a thing, which is interesting.
Ah, yes. Yes, I was tired of waiting for 1.16. I think jungle trees are the only trees that look acceptable from a vanilla standpoint.
Yeah, they look large enough to be real trees,
Yeah.
unlike many of
And
the
then, like,
trees, which don't.
And then I did some, like, I would put some vines. So how I did them was I, like, first spawned them all, then did some vines, then replaced all those vines with leaves, and then did another vine pass, so you get a bit of both.
Small tip, says the chat, don't burn the vines or else your PC will die. Yeah, probably true, yes.
It'll be fine. There's water in between the island.
I think the gameplay would have been much better without quite so many natural spawns, but I appreciate what the intent was. I like the island hopping thing.
Yeah. I just think, like, again, this is just another case of me being lazy and copy-pasting houses. Which...
Didn't notice these were even copy-pasted. I definitely did for the ice area, but not here. I think it's because there's so much foliage around as well.
Yeah. Well, I think I did all the interiors to these in, like, a unique fashion, which definitely helps. Like, I'm not totally against it, but, like, I was a little heavy-handed with the copy-paste tool at times in this map. See cyan, for example.
It works well if you have a repeating wall pattern or something. And it's just when you're copy-pasting the exact same little structure over and over, it's a bit obvious.
Yes.
I think that's pretty much everything in that area.
Yeah. This area, like, I think it took me the second longest to make. Green took me the longest.
Cyan and purple.
Ah, yes, cyan.
The area where you somehow managed to re-implement Void Fog. Kind of.
Yes.
Sort of, in a manner of
Kind
speaking. I
This
very much
the...
liked this mechanic.
Well, you should play my jam map.
I will. When I get to the backlog, it's on the list.
I think it's actually pretty close, because it wasn't. I think the jam map you're playing currently was released the same jam as my map. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's the latest jam. So at the moment, until people start releasing maps for the new one, which I think somebody already has early.
Oh my goodness.
But,
yeah, this area is very guilty of copy pasting. Like the layout is.
I think the symmetry kind of works though, because it's like it's a giant natural structure, and real chapels and things, they are symmetrical.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not too. I think I should have like had each of these objective rooms be like their own little unique challenge, kind of, instead of just being the same thing. But other than that, I think it's okay.
Hmm. More keys, more doors. Then we have the lower section. Section that will be remembered for OBS playing up. Cobwebs.
Yes. I can in fact give.
Yeet, glowing.
Yeah.
Obligatory graveyard area.
Yes, of course. It's a requirement. This area, the walls are gonna look really bad with night vision, just because you weren't supposed to be able to see them.
Yeah.
Like the same thing with my jam map. I saved myself hours of eroding just by having the darkness, which is very nice.
I'm trying to think who made the jam map where this mechanic has been used recently, where everything was pitch black. I think it might have been Adri and Suzo again, but I'm not certain.
I feel like I remember them playing with it, but doing it in vanilla.
Yeah.
Because Suso somehow knows how to recreate or Donkey Kong, and so I mean that just seems like it's easy compared.
I think I have seen the mechanic done before, somehow. Some magical mystery way without Optifine.
But I mean, I might have to get creative with how I go about doing this in the future.
I don't think it's
I would
too bad to require Optifine.
Yeah, it's just like if Optifine breaks stuff, like it does. Like apparently it breaks stuff with Nova Arcana.
Yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
I'm not sure what, but guess it does
Somehow.
somehow. Oh,
Necromancer is spawning some Risen. Cool.
Necromancers, he's doing some stuff.
Not sure how he's doing that when we're all in spectator mode, but sure.
I think it can still detect us in spectator, but I'm not sure.
Seems like it.
It is an execute command. He knows.
He knows.
He might have to go. Oh,
Rise!
I might. Okay. Kill all these illusioner. Die. Okay.
Whoa. Something weird is going on with this boss arena as well, I think.
Oh boy. We need to leave.
I'm hearing lots of random noises.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah, puzzle, good. Let's get out of here.
Type people. Oh, I'm very scared. What is going on? Why? Alright, hold on, let me look at this. I need to fix this.
Oh no, not the time bomb. I need to fix this quick. Obscure reference of the day.
Necromancer. Okay. There we go. Tag. Hey. Target does not have this tag. Oh no. Help.
My ears!
Bear with me a moment. Side. Or I'll just do list.
Get out of here. I'm getting out of this area. This area is cursed.
No.
How's it still going? I'm at the
I
area.
fixed it. Okay. Alright. We're safe. Oh. Alright, I'm in blue now.
Yeah, puzzle. Puzzle is good. I like puzzles and CTM maps. Puzzles.
Ah, yes, I wanna practice making some more puzzles in my next map.
Puzzles good. Especially puzzles that have things to do with the terrain. Puzzles integrated into the environment. Puzzle good.
I've seen some pictures of like some of the render horrify stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, gotta not copy render. It's too heavy-handed.
Yeah, some of those were really good. I was hoping for more of them in Nova Arcana. No puzzles there apart from one.
Transmitters. I think Gizmo is using this for their map.
Yeah, I definitely had this idea at one point for a map that never happened. I do like the grappling hook.
Gizmo, it was you that messaged me, right? Can't remember, it was a long time ago.
Grappling hook arrows thing.
I checked. Yeah, Gizmo had sent me a message a long time ago asking if you could. It was in September. You messaged me asking if you could use something similar to blue. I was like, sure, why not? I didn't invent it. I asked Pear for help on how to make it work.
Yeah, me and Fornan definitely set up something similar at one point, but I don't even remember what project it was for. Something that got scrapped. Anyway, another massive, very vertical area. Much ice. Kind of a similar aesthetic to the other ice area, but with slightly more ice.
I mean, problem is with snowy areas is that there's a lot of blocks to make it look good, but there's not a lot of blocks to make them look different.
Yeah. I am also reminded of the map which may or may not ever release Miami and the ice area in there.
I still think, like, this area, again, the gameplay's samey, but I think this one's pretty fun just with the grapple hook.
Yeah, any teleporting mechanic that isn't the default ender pearls, because they're rubbish, is fun.
Oh, yes, and then there's Brown.
Brown?
Everybody's least favorite area except for 14er, who loved it.
I quite liked it as well, actually.
Oh.
I like the wither water being a thing that then goes away once you've beaten all the mini-bosses. Like, wither water has been a thing for a while, but wither water that you can then turn off and make the area easier? That's cool.
Brown is Sin Dungeon.
Also, apparently this massive hole either was always here, or somebody activated a function at one point to make it happen.
Oh, no, that it was always there. You just missed it.
I am blind, then. We have learnt nothing new. Fine.
Yes, the obsidian shrines was a little, much. But come on, you gotta have some fun with it.
You gotta crybox yourself in next to the totem.
Yeah, I would just do mining fatigue next time. Most likely I would just do like all the totems have like a slowness and mining fatigue aura, so that you can't get close to them super quick and just do a drive-by.
And make them obsidian.
I'm not sure I can do that. Just did you just hop into creative, Gizmo? Oh, okay. I mean, it's a valid strategy. Like, you beat me at my own, like, lack of... All the bosses have persistence on them, but I guess it doesn't stop Minecraft from, like, breaking.
Yeah, that was that middle one where I just used the teleporter, and they killed the boss that way, because the boss despawned. You have your teleporter too close to the action.
I'm pretty sure there's exactly 27 pieces of diamond ore in this area. You can get one full suit of armor.
Or just use the fortune pick.
This is true. But, I mean, like, when I did this area, I just, like, kind of skipped most of the time because green was coming.
Yeah.
But
Right next to A4. You get the diamonds there. You get the level 2 scavenger.
I mean, I really like this area. But I understand why a lot of people don't. It's not going to stop me from doing this again, though, people. Just so you know, this is coming again.
I liked it. I like with the water.
Just in a little bit of a less, more balanced. Yeah. I like swampy areas.
Except for Reeking River.
Hey, Reeking River is one of my favorite parts of Green.
Except for that slime mechanic in Reeking River. Swamp areas are good.
I feel like I don't remember that, which is a thing.
But you have to kill the slime quickly or otherwise you die. That thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that seems a bit much. I do remember the witches. And them, like, being, like, essentially the totems I used here.
Already flown on over to the last intersection.
Oh, well, I'll just TP.
Lava.
For me.
It's another pretty round one, but it looks nicer. For well eroded. Patterns on the wall look good.
Oh, thank you. I made this one pretty quickly, too, just because I was starting to feel burnout. And I knew that I had to finish it, or else I might never.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why black is so short then.
Yes, it suffers from the Simulation Protocol 3.
I was about to say, SP3 effect.
Yeah. Why is there no loot? Well, black for thematic reasons, and I guess red kind of for thematic reasons too, would be my answer. They're just supposed to be like hostile terrain areas. And I hope that with green and the books in red, I could prepare the player enough for anything.
Yeah, when you have diamond stuff, you don't really need to give it out so often, because it's not going to break so quickly anyway. So you can kind of
Green is my favorite area.
Scale back on the loot. Yeah, I like the structure of this one again. Verticality. Verticality is always good, and you can't go wrong with the black and white blocks next to each other.
Yes. I think the slime just really helps.
Yeah. You can't make the monochrome area look bad, and slime in the walls only helps. It only adds depth.
I tried a little bit of some level design here, you know, having some areas be above others and all that. My drop super creepers over the double emerald chest, that might have exploded you.
They might have done, yeah.
That was rather entertaining. I was just waiting for you to spawn as you were slowly climbing.
I didn't even notice them up there, and then I was dead. And we have another giant box room that I just ran through extremely quickly. There's some loot in red, but it's all in the tower.
Yes, there's no obvious path up to the tower. I thought most people would check it, but
I probably wouldn't have done if you didn't tell me explicitly there was stuff there.
I was just like, I know that you needed 4 more emeralds to get like the 2 last upgrades, so I was like, I'm just gonna tell them where they are.
Fair enough.
Yeah, these were like all 3 of these were stuff I had on my, like, just functions I had created on a whim on my test world, and I was like, I just want to use these. Although I think I explained most of that on that stream.
Yeah, I feel like they, like going left to right, they did kind of go in order of difficulty as well.
Yes.
Left one felt easiest, the right one felt hardest. It always felt like a thing, by the way, where the correct path, or the intended path following the numbered order of the emeralds, was left first, all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I never realized it until you kind of mentioned it, but I'm like, yep, it seems like I always design areas like that.
Yeah. It's just how people solve mazes, or make choices in general. People go for the left choice first, for some reason. I think it might be something to do with, I may just be making this up completely, but I think it might be people choose right first in Japan and things as well, because it's the order people read. Where you start on the left side of the page and work your way right, and in cultures where they read from right to left, people start with the right first, because of the same logic.
Huh.
I think I'm not making that up completely. I think I've heard that from somewhere.
Also, it was really sad. You didn't use any of the jump boost potions.
No.
All the platforms in this area that had no ladders just like pop a jump boost potion and off.
I did use one in this room with all the platforms on it and did a little bit of
Yes.
parkour, wherever that room is,
At
down
least,
here.
At least where it was hopefully blatantly obvious what was intended, did.
Yeah.
Thankfully. I tried to make, like, you know, just like, at this point I was like, let's just do all the fun stuff. And then red was the mean area.
We got the emerald, which I did actually explode. Out of the emeralds that exploded.
Ah, yes.
But anything else in this little area? Doesn't look like it. It's just that one extra little emerald, which I blew up.
I like in a bunch of different worlds, I blew up this area a bunch of times to make sure the objective couldn't get destroyed if you accidentally triggered stuff.
Oh yeah, there's no TNT over by the actual real box. The fake stick.
Because soft locking. I mean, 14er, like while he does like a spectator mode map, he still beat this in 3 hours, which is pretty crazy. He was also the only beta tester that actually finished the map, so.
Fake stick is 14er too quick. And then at the cobweb area with the moon gravity. I like that kind of moon gravity mechanic as well. Maybe a full jam map or something should use that at some point.
Fun. I was hoping players would just kind of like jump down here because they can't take fall damage and then encounter 3 charge creeper spawners. That's
pretty much what happened to me.
Yeah.
Actually use some ender pearls for once. Get out of there.
Oh yes. Yeah, you had a little more. You're a little more courage than I did. I bridged to this when I played it.
Among Us puzzle. Stop plugging Color Fire, Galactic. I'll get there eventually as well. Please. Red!
Red. Red is my kind of RC3 black ripoff. You gotta keep moving.
And tunnels all felt a little bit samey, but they each had something kind of unique and different about each one as well. They didn't feel totally the same. The loot all being in the central tower is a little bit weird. No loot in the rest of the area.
There are, to be fair, there are 2 emeralds in like the tunnels.
It is true.
I had to watch a Green tutorial on how to build this tower.
I never got that box. What is this box? Why did I not see this box?
Oh, this box killed me on my run.
4 max health, 25% speed and attack damage, minus 50% armor though, youch.
Yeah, I put that in my offhand and then I stopped recording, and then when I came back, I started doing this area with that in my offhand and died really quickly. That was my second very sad death. The first one was from me going, let's take the lightning ability because it's kind of zany. Guys to charge creeper and pink.
Yep, that is why I did not pick that one up. Or the fire until the very, very end of the map.
And then I know. I mean, I haven't seen the VOD yet, so I didn't see you take on the lower section.
I just ran through it extremely quickly.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of trouble with a mini boss though. He fell down into the lava and I had to obsidianize some water to get to him.
Oh. Yeah, it's very straightforward.
Red, many blazes. Lots of blazes from the spawners, lots of blazes from the random things spawning on top of the player. Not as many blazes as we just had in that boss fight though.
That was amazing. I mean, like, I have a question though. Was your health bar even moving?
A little at one point, when wither mainly due to wither. Nothing really due to direct damage, nothing really due to the fire, just the wither taking it down a little.
Yeah, Protection 4 is its own beast. Like, that boss has a power 20 bow.
Yeah. When you get into the
do a ton of damage.
The prop 4, or even better, the netherite, you're pretty much invincible.
Yeah. Well, that is until I give the boss instant damage 4 arrows.
Just have things breach the armor completely.
Yep.
Yeah.
With a piercing crossbow, I'm pretty sure instant damage 4 is an insta-kill. So, Gizmo, your idea is coming to life.
Gizmo, what have you done? Black area.
Ah, yes, black is kind of boring. I made black in an afternoon because I wanted to have 16 objectives, but, like, there's nothing special going on here. 2 side paths for 2 emeralds.
Endstone is... I didn't go down either of the side paths. Endstone, pretty much de facto, can't really go wrong with it. Endgame area block var. Obsidian and Endstone.
Oh, to answer your question, Gizmo, I was proposing giving the boss instant damage 4 arrows so that he one-shots you.
Emeralds.
And then the Abyss Knights, which were kind of a letdown boss, to be honest.
Quite like that fight. It was probably too easy, and the arena was probably too big, so you only ever fought one of them at once. I like the idea of a boss which is just more of a bunch of mooks than one singular boss.
Yeah. I want to fight them with a stick. Yeah, it was like... Have you played Dark Souls 3?
Nope.
Okay, well there's a boss in Dark Souls 3, so here's your Dark Souls 3 spoiler warning for anybody who's watching. There's a early boss called something Knights, I don't know, and it's very similar to this, where you fight one and then you fight 3. Let me fight them. I would have to fly back to the dev room to reset this.
You had to kill all the other bosses to get the final one to spawn properly, so they've already been defeated.
So, well, black. Let's see. Hold on.
Ah, for some reason there's a random...
I'm sorry, Gizmo, it says could not set block. Wait, replace.
It's probably too far away. It's outside the render distance. It's not there. Some random vines down here.
There are?
Presumably where they did not get replaced properly with the obsidian.
Yes.
Thanks to Minecraft. Vine by me.
Little things. Oh, And then the final little intermittent 2-part boss fight, I guess.
That's the other half of that. That's through here. And the boss fight that does not want to work without breaking, because making boss fights in block game is very hard.
Yes. I'm waiting for, like, I'm waiting for the Divinity's End boss fight so I can see how it works and I can copy it.
Get to see how it's
good
done.
boss fights in the future.
How the command geniuses do it.
black concrete plus the extra optifine darkness is something else.
It's just black.
Lots of black.
But now with some fire on it, because all the blazes. All of the blazes.
Oh, sorry. That was so funny. It's been a long time since I've laughed to the point of not being able to speak.
That was a thing. That happened. Well, I think we might be pretty much done, unless anybody else in the chat has any more questions. Oh no.
Oh no.
Nothing changed.
Oh, no.
Gizmo just summoning his own things now.
Oh no.
Get a shulker box out of the saved hotbars.
Are these enemies from?
Ah.
I feel like we're getting mob leaks.
Residual fire is not being helpful. Ah, these are fine. The OP armor, we're good. This way you don't give out a full enchanting table setup in the first intersection of the map. Enchanting OP.
Yes, enchanting. I will do a much better job controlling. Execute.
This way things like Starlight do not use the enchanting. The heads are broken. They're all Steve. In before Sephiroth releases into Smash Brothers and we get to see Steve sliced in half by him. In before we all explode cheetah creepers.
I'm sorry, Gizmo. Did that kill you too from across the arena?
Hey, we're back in White Wool. Okay, second run of the map, here we go. Ding 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 ding. Maybe not.
I'm pretty sure that killed you too, because I changed the blast radius to 12. Oh yeah, like the wool box is blown up. That's funny.
What do I even have in my saved hotbars? I don't think I have anything particularly hilarious.
Do I have anything? That's the question. I think I just have some old items from this map. Yes, I do. I guess if you want, here are the old.
I've got a bunch of stuff from MapRec. Things that I made from MapRec. Spoilers from MapRec. MapRec. Oh, here's a bunch of mobs. Here's a bunch of things from MapRec.
I'll put them all in the first chest over here. These are like the those are pretty much like the custom items I didn't end up using. This is kind of terrifying. Ravager plus. Oh no. What if you created Gizmo?
That's not Gizmo, that's me. These are mine.
That's you. These are yours. Oh no. These better stay unreleased.
They're in MapRec. Available now on all good CTM repositories.
Oh, he takes so many hits.
They are red though. Red wool. So
oh,
you have good things.
That's a lot more hits than but I would. Oh, but you do get an entire shulker box worth of stuff. Fancy.
That's not my stuff.
Oh.
That's someone
It's
else's
just
stuff.
dropped on the floor.
That's
Interesting.
Gizmo's stuff, looks like.
Okay, Gizmo stuff. Alright, well, I'm just gonna save these to my hotbar and then.
Steal everybody else's loot and mobs. Fine, fine. Well, I do not see any further questions in the chat, so I think we're pretty much done here.
Oh no. Alright, well, it was fun.
Thanks for joining me. Thanks for agreeing to do this on such short notice as well. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I don't want to give high hopes as to when the next map will be. I would say
Soon TM.
soon TM, but like not before 2 years from now. Because I've spent close to a day's worth of time working on white, and I am not even like a fifth through it.
Making maps takes time.
Yes. This pear sign, Gizmo. I'm not sure about that one.
Pear pear fruit. Ooh woo. He's not even here to defend himself. Come on. Advent calendar random fact of the day. Mars has the largest dust storms in the solar system. Magnificent. I've dropped on the floor. Fine.
I wonder what my sign's gonna be. If I even get one.
BSM streamer. Oh. Kunii man. Uwo. And on that note, thank you very much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe. And until next time, we shall see you soon. Goodbye.